Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the RationalInvestor.co's weekly Bitcoin technical analysis summary. We'll try and keep this nice and short and sweet for you. We're going to look at the weekly chart here this week to give us sort of a perspective of sort of higher time frames. Where are we in the big picture? I think on balance, we had spent most of the fall of 2016 working long patterns heading up into technical targets. On a serious test of previous highs. I think that these previous peaks in price and especially candle body closes here on Phoenix, we're looking at in particular here this week. You can see how price really had a hard time when we got up into these areas. So people that bought, especially institutional players that bought this crazy new market and were just trying to get positions squared, I think we saw a bit of selling into that event. As well, technically speaking, maybe we were getting a little bit overdone. This was the end of a harmonic pattern, and our overbought, oversold indicator was flashing overbought signals last week, or I guess a few weeks ago. So it really shouldn't surprise us that we were near the end of the move, not the beginning. Price has now peaked, and what's interesting here is this has formed a 3-bar fractal pattern, which actually implies that price hasn't really actually topped and broken down until we actually penetrate through these lows that were put in last week. And I think that's important for our audience to appreciate, that we've had this horrendous blow off top. It's actually left a fairly substantial wick up top. And all we've done here is just come back to the 38.2 fib of this range. And you can see our moving averages, the 13-period exponential moving average, which I particularly like to follow, is now actually acting as support here. We also have the 30 SMA here just below us as well. And you can see the relationship of the moving averages is still positive. So we haven't broken down. We're not trending lower here just yet. Now, and I think what we're probably going to have to do is sort of like what we call a cleanup. And, you might argue that this was the party, and now this is cleaning up after the party and the hangover. If this correction is nothing more than just a consolidation, we'll hold on to these 38.2 levels and then, press our way higher. And that might form a really big cup and handle formation. If we consolidate here and then lose the 38.2, then we can start thinking that this is a range and we need to explore the lower end of the range. If that's the case, and I don't believe we're there yet, let's watch price action over the next few weeks to see how we resolve this range just here. But if we do lose this 38.2, then I could very easily see we could come back and test value high, fill in this notch. As well, our sort of value metrics of Bitcoin start kicking in. And we can start thinking about what are the costs of production of Bitcoin and where will, the hedgers actually look for price to bottom. But that's not the case right now. So enjoy, the market is up, and I see that altcoins are doing very well during this environment. Crypto is a bull. And for the time being, we're doing nothing more than just consolidating the end of a really, really good rally. All right, so everybody have yourselves a great afternoon. All the best. We'll look forward to talking to you next week maybe, and bye for now.